Hey there, and welcome to a cinnamon baby extra video challenge thingy. Today we are drinking we're drinking a little Coke because that isn't a health kick. I don't know what is. I still really like my pop. I'm not trying to give that up, but I think I will, just because it's not healthy, you know. But right now I'm just chilling. We're just chilling. I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm gonna enjoy a glass of pop. Anyway, hopping right into it. If you guys follow me on Luxary, you guys know that I just posted a video on there. So I wanted to post one in here, kind of like even the score a little bit. I feel like if you guys are following me on here, like I want to be able to have fun stuff for you guys. It's all on the same YouTube channel, but like there's different links. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to post like a little hanging out, growing up video with you guys, for you guys. So yeah, I just want to talk about some topics since I'm maturing a little bit. So yeah, hopping right into it. I'm 21 years old now, which is, dang it, if that isn't adulthood, I don't know what is. No, I'm just kidding. No, I know that there's different seasons, there's different phases to adulthood and everything. And I'm in the very, very early stages, but it's very easy to feel when you're 21 that everything is ending because you don't know what you're doing and you don't know if your life is gonna work out per se. And by work out, I mean this fly's been chilling with me all morning and I just hate him so much. Because you don't know if things are gonna work out. You don't know if you're gonna have a steady paycheck. You really hope that you will, but you might not, and that's really scary. So that's one of the things that I'm noticing on this little adventure that we call life, is that if you want it to work out, you really gotta put in the work to make it work out. Things don't necessarily just fall into your lap, or if they do, chances are you did a little bit of work leading up to it. So yeah, that's a whole thing. I recently moved out, and by recently, oh my gosh, this fly, he wants to be in my video so bad. Do it for the clicks. Anyway, so yeah, I recently moved out, which is honestly like one of the first like adult things that I feel like I've done, and everything else is just kind of like falling in behind it. So yeah, I went off to college. I kind of knew that I could come back home if things didn't work out. So like, I didn't totally feel like estranged from that. I was like, it's okay, it's fine. You know, I always have kind of like something to go back to if it doesn't work out. And I still do to a certain extent, but chances are if I move again, it'll be something different. It'll be like me switching things up. I'm probably not gonna go back to my home. You know, I'm probably, I just burnt myself. I don't know what my face looked like when I got burnt. Anyway, I'm probably not going to head back to my home. I'm probably going to head somewhere else. So it's kind of like the last farewell. So last year didn't really feel like a major growing up point. Yeah, it didn't really, because I was like, it's going to work out. It's fine. If this doesn't work out, I can head back. So yeah, there was that. And this year, just out of trying not to do the exact same thing that I did last year or 2 years ago, which is staying or playing the safe route, I just really wanted to go out and step out on my own. So I moved away from my family, and since then I have gone grocery shopping for myself, and I've paid for everything. My mom gifted me a little bit of like shopping money, not even a little bit. She gifted me like a good amount of cash for shopping and groceries and all that jazz. So that was cool. But yeah, I appreciated that. But really, getting the apartment, the application fee, which I would hope I'd pay for that on my own. But yeah, so there's just a lot of things that I was doing on my own. And it's been interesting paying for all my own stuff. I think it's good. I think it's a good thing to do that. You kind of like learn and you have more appreciation. You want to make a dollar go a little bit longer, which I think is great, because I think at a certain point, like when you're young, you just don't know, you don't know. When you got 20 bucks, you got 20 bucks to do whatever the heck you want with those $20. And then when you get older, you have $20, but like, do you have to pay a bill? You know, you've got other stuff that you need to tend to. It's not just $20 to do whatever with. It's like having enough to pay your rent and groceries and whatever else you've been needing. Maybe you need to replace something in the home. So there's all kinds of these hidden costs that follow with growing up or adulthood. So yeah, that's been kind of fun and interesting seeing that, and it's just begun. I think I have so much more to learn, but I can say I have a lot more respect for myself even though I've only been on my own for like, oh, whatever, I don't even want to put a date because I feel like it hurts my credibility. I haven't been on my own for that long, but I feel like just by being on my own and for paying a lot of my own stuff, like, if not everything, I have more respect. I'm like, yeah, you are doing it. You're out there earning your daily bread, you know? So yeah, I'm not saying it's not difficult, but yeah, so that's been really fun. And I'm still looking for a job. I really hope I get a job, and it's hard because it's like, my resume doesn't look too great. Like, I went to school for a year, and then I worked some odd jobs for another year, so it just looks like I've got like major commitment issues. And let's be honest, maybe I kind of do, but I think it's okay. Whew. Yeah, baby. That heat, though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just kind of hoping for a job. I want it to be in something that I enjoy, and I want things to work out. I really do, because everything is, I don't know, the stakes are a little bit higher when it's like, okay, luckily, like, my rent for the next 2 months is paid, so I don't have to worry about it until December, which is a nice amount of time, but still, like, you want to make sure to have a job, hopefully, before, you know, sooner rather than later and all that jazz. But, I feel like it's just, like, a move, you know? Like, I could do the same thing that I did when I was in my hometown and just get a couple different part-time jobs and use that as main income, and then hopefully it averages around 40 hours a week, or if not more, whatever I need to pay my bills. But I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to lean more towards full-time. But with my full-time jobs right now, it's like, with the full-time job options, it's like, okay, are you qualified? No, I'm not. And that's what my resume says, and that's what I say. And honestly, it makes things harder. I still don't want to go to college. I don't think it's necessary to go to college. I think it would have helped me out a lot, but I also would have been like major debt, you know, which I think, you know, a lot of Americans just do that. But, you know, college is a business, and the world is a conspiracy. Just kidding. But yeah, it's like you could go that route if you wanted to, but I didn't really want to, because I was like, I don't need $100,000 that I need to pay back. I just want to be able to go forward in my life. Unfortunately, we're in the early stages of that, so it's like everything is a building block, and we're at the very bottom. We have no building blocks. We have to create the building blocks, and then we got to build up with the no building blocks that we have. So that's been really fun. I'm hoping to get a job, and I'm hoping to be able to pay for all my stuff. But like I said, just by living on my own for even the short amount of time that I have, like, I have a lot more respect for myself. I'm like, all right, we out here. We're going to pay some bills. We're going to do this, you know? So that's felt really good. Also, I just want to talk a little bit about the whole alcohol thing, because I feel like with turning 21, people, like, it's just a thing. It's not that big of a deal. You don't really have to drink it if you don't want to. Excuse me. And I think alcohol, let's just be real, it doesn't taste good. Let's just bust that myth right away. It doesn't taste good. If you really want to, you can get a very fruity drink. You can get a very sweet drink, which is what I like to opt for. But alcohol is merely a vehicle to get drunk. And when you're drunk, it just makes everything more difficult. And sometimes it's fun. But you don't have to get drunk. You don't have to live that life if you don't want to. When I've done it, I've wanted to be in situations where I felt like the things around me were safe, so I was okay with getting intoxicated and not being able to make calls for myself, because I feel like that's what you're doing. Like, by having a certain amount of alcohol, you're like giving up. You're like, here, I give away my rights to certain things. I'm not saying like rape or any of the big ones, but I'm not saying stuff like that, but I'm saying, like, it's just weird when you see another adult, like, that's drunk, and they're like, okay, who are we gonna get to drive us? It's like you're being transported to being like 15 or 16. It's like, why would you want to do that? You know, it's like, you can't drive yourself. Why would we do this then? So I've got a couple qualms about it, but if you're not going anywhere and you're just trying to hang out, it can make things really fun. But you just gotta be smart about it. It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, and it's just you gotta, like my dad says, you know, you gotta make your decisions beforehand, so when you're in the situation, you know why you believe what you believe. That was one of the first things that I kind of learned when I was being drunk. Oh yeah, lots of experience there. When I was, that dumb fly, when I was drunk, it was like, you're just a lot more, you're like, oh, it'd be so easy to say yes to X, Y, or Z. So it's like, oh, it's a good thing I got an answer in my back pocket here, because if you were asking me, like, just me now, like, oh, sure, why not, you know, like, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. But you just kind of have to know what you believe. You already have to have that stuff, like, in your back pocket, and know that you firmly believe it. And yeah, so that's what I gotta say. That's my little adult update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little extra bit of content. I'm gonna call it content. I'm gonna be generous and I'm gonna call it content. I hope things are working out for you guys. If it's not, it's okay. We're in this together and we're gonna figure it out. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are all doing well. Bye.